Fresno Metropolitan Museum was founded in 1984. It is a fairly young museum. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, and the principles at the founding of the museum were to create a community museum that would focus on the areas of art, history, and science, and over the course of time, that vision has been narrowed to art and science. The museum exists primarily to serve the community within the Central Valley of California.
They are extraordinarily diverse, unique places to feed the mind in exciting, interactive, insightful, and intelligent ways. Visitors to metropolitan museums leave with a broader knowledge and deeper respect of an area's culture, history, and spirit.
They provide a place that people, whether they are wealthy and are able to have their own art, or people who have no means whatsoever, are equal in that they can have access to our heritage, to the great minds of the past, and the current thinkers, the people who are being innovative and creative right now. It's a place where people can engage in creativity. Museums are storytellers. They tell what it is to be a human being, what it is to be a citizen. Museums tell the story of humanity.
Through innovative programs and inquiry-based education models, the Fresno Metropolitan Museum of Art and Science serves the community of the curious. With stewardship, creativity, and compassion, the Fresno Met provides lifelong learning experiences and life-changing moments for community members of all ages and interests.
Our principle is to enable visitors of all ages to come to the museum, to explore, to raise questions, and within the context of the museum to find themselves in a world where they're enabled to discover, explore, be curious, ask questions, not only about themselves, but about the world around them. When we are developing our exhibition schedule, we are first of all looking at our mission, which is art and science. So that gives us our area of focus. From there, what we are doing is partnering more popular exhibitions with perhaps what we would construe to be less popular, but yet amazing exhibit experiences, so that one helps to draw an audience, and at the same time that audience is then exposed to amazing and wonderful things that perhaps they never thought they would have an interest in.
Located downtown and considered the anchor of the city's arts and culture district, the Fresno Metropolitan Museum is a leader in the cultural enrichment of the Central Valley of California. By partnering with the Economic Development Corporation of Fresno, the Met is now a key stakeholder in the area's revitalization efforts.
The Fresno Met plays a role in recruiting knowledge workers to an area. When they visit, they want to find out what the quality of life is in a specific area. If this is going to be their home, they want to make sure that it's a place they can be proud of, can connect with. And so the Fresno Met offers those enrichments and ties a community together. It also inspires philanthropy in a community. It inspires people by the pride of the museum, for example, in supporting other aspects of cultural arts.
In this 25th anniversary year for the museum, it celebrates an amazing amount of accomplishment, not only the founding of the museum, but also a major renovation project for the museum. With the renovation, we have redeveloped exhibition spaces, we have state-of-the-art galleries, we have newly improved education spaces and public programming areas. We now function as a fully operational museum.
Since its reopening, the Fresno Met has easily contributed over $2 million to our local economy. The people who are coming here are eating, they have travel expenses, they're buying clothes, they're doing all the things that a destination does for the economy. And the Fresno Met is one of our great destinations in the valley.
The Fresno Metropolitan Museum serves some of the poorest zip codes and the most underserved populations in the nation. We take this responsibility very seriously. We know that for most of the residents within the Central Valley, we are their only museum experience. And so when they come to the Fresno Met Museum, we want it to be a life-changing moment for them through their engagement with art and science exhibitions and programs.
The children at our school are a lot of inner city children, and their parents don't necessarily bring them to museums. And so bringing them here helps the children to see a museum setting, which they wouldn't ordinarily experience, and being able to see different types of activities and things that are here.
The feedback that the Fresno Met receives from our visitors is fantastic. People are excited, they're engaged. We are hitting the benchmarks of the community of the curious. People are coming to the museum, they're asking questions, they're asking to see more. We work extremely hard to fill that thirst and to connect with our community by providing exhibitions that not only raise questions in their mind, but satisfy and inspire and engage them as well.
I like to bring them to get the experience of a museum setting, especially with all these hands-on activities here. They get to experience it and touch it and see how things work. I was fascinated with watching them play with the things and be able to touch things, because a lot of times children go to museums and, oh, you can't touch that and you can't touch that, and here you can touch everything here in this room, and I think that was a lot of fun to watch them experience that.
We serve a major role in the education process. Teachers are able to bring their students to the museum for hands-on learning experiences that connect what's learned in the classroom with real-life experiences. They engage in art and opportunities that otherwise would never be made available to them.
When we look at the big picture, the impact that the Fresno Met has on the young minds means we really don't know what's going to come down the road. But if it can be that catalyst or that inspiration into just changing one person's view of the future, who knows what doors that will open.
We work very hard every day to raise our relevancy, to raise awareness, and to raise revenue. And now more than ever, we are faced with those three challenges. We also are constantly, like any business, having to focus on the economy, on demographics, on popular appeal. And so museums are morphing all the time. Stagnation is not an option. If you sit still, if you don't pay attention to all of the business aspects as well as the museum aspects, you're setting yourself up for failure. And so we need to be flexible, we need to be responsive, we need to pay attention to our communities, what make our communities unique, what do our communities need. Museums play a crucial role in delivering art, science, history experiences for members of our community of all ages. They are places to learn, to grow, to explore, to discover. In good times and in bad, museums are a safe haven for being encouraged and being inspired not only by the past, but what we can do to contribute to the future.
For an unforgettable hands-on adventure, make your plans to visit this must-see destination, the Fresno Metropolitan Museum of Art and Science, a place for exploration, education, and imagination. Be curious at the Met. For more information, call the number on your screen or log on to fresnomet.org.